It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang. Okay, first off, let me introduce myself. Let me tap in. I'm Keisha. I am Brandon's ex-wife. And the only reason why I'm tapping into this little Kiki Jones trend is because she keeps mentioning what me and Brandon went through. That's not the public's business. If I wanted everybody to know what I went through with him, I would have told everybody like she did. But I did not. But since she brought me in it, let me fill in a couple of holes and clock this for y'all. Kiki and Brandon got together. First off, me and Brandon was separated since February 22nd of 2022. Him and Kiki got together in 2023. What month in 2023? I think on one of her interviews she said August. Clock that. I have receipts. I'm just waiting for y'all to tap in so I can insert the receipts. When her and Brandon first got together, maybe like, I say two weeks to a month into their relationship, Kiki DM'd me on Facebook and told me to leave her boyfriend, asking me did I know that he has a girlfriend and why am I talking to him and that I need to leave her man alone. I replied, I'm his wife. At the time I was still his wife. We were still legally married, separated but legally married. I told her that I could talk to him whenever I want to, and you DMing me about a cheater. So she already knew from the jump that Brandon was a cheater. From a month after she got with him, she knew he was a cheater. That's first things first. She already knew that. So the big fiasco that she's putting on, like he was just this perfect person at first and she didn't know he was gonna do this, do that. You had multiple people telling you what the deal was about him. So you contacted me that year. I told you in 2023, I told you, you know, that me and him still legally married, blase. Went on. After me and her got into it, I told him about it. I told him to get his, you know, his new little girlfriend, that I have nothing to do with that. I congratulate their relationship, whatever the case may be. I let them have it. I never tried to figure out who she was, never did any of that. She brought me into all of this. Why? I don't know. From what I hear, it's because his family still likes me, and also my cousin, me and my cousin are like this. So when me and him was together, like I said, me and my cousin is like this. So I have her kids all the time. Like I do things with them. I treat them like they're mine. So of course, whoever I'm with, they cling on. So her son became his godson. Even after me and him broke up, he still was, you know, going to get him, providing for him, being a goddaddy to him. That's that. So I don't know if Kiki knew this from the jump or she just later on found out, which I'm thinking maybe she may later on found out. So fast forward, they dating. I'm not bothering them, letting them have their way. So what happened after that? Later on down the relationship, me and Bam still kept in contact, like every now and then. We never really just talked too much. It was one situation where he was supposed to be moving out of town. Wherever he was moving in, it's something happened in that state. I can't remember exactly what state it was, but something happened in that state, and I just called to check on him because I knew, you know, that's where he was. So when me and him had that conversation, when I called to check on him, it was late. Yeah, it was late that day. But me and him, we talked, because at the end of the day, yeah, we wasn't together, but before we got in a relationship, before we even got married, me and Brandon was friends. So we still had that friend like connection. So we talked maybe for like 3 hours that night, 2 to 3 hours, just life bullshit. He told me about her, different little things. Can't remember verbatim what he said, you know, about her, which I really wasn't interested anyway. But after we had that conversation, maybe like a day or two later, she went through his phone, and I'm assuming that's when she seen that my number was maybe under wifey. So she contacted me again. Well, she started calling my phone from an unknown number, and I'm like, man, I don't know who this is. So it took me like a day. She called me like for 2 days before I answered for her, because I was like, I ain't got time for private numbers, and I don't know who this is. So I answered, and she was basically saying, why are you talking to him? That's my husband, and da 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 da. And I'm like, you still screaming that's your husband? I mean, that's your boyfriend, but that's actually my husband. She was like, he said that you didn't want to get a divorce. No. I filed for divorce 2 months after I left in February of 2022. Brandon did not want to sign the papers. He told me that he was not going to sign the papers because he felt like me and him was going to get back together, and that I was going through a phase in my life, right? So while me and her was having this discussion, she brought up the fact that she knew he was married, but he claimed that he went to the courthouse and got a divorce. And she said he got up one morning and put on clothes, and he said that he went to the courthouse and got a divorce. So is that a lie? So mind you, she going back and forth with him while I'm on the phone. I'm still telling her, like, I don't want Brandon, I just want my divorce. Because at the time, that's all I really wanted was my divorce, because he's basically moving on with his life. So since you're moving on with your life, you know, just give me my divorce. And this girl still calling my phone about you, like, me and you still messing around. So just give me my divorce so you can satisfy her in any way you need. So that same day, I guess they got into it. Maybe like a day later or 2 days later, Brandon texted me, and he was like, I see that you don't want to get back together. He was like, I'm tired of going through this little roller coaster. Whenever you have time, we can go down there and we can file for divorce. Now, mind y'all, I had to work that day. Brandon called me. I called in. Sure did. I called in to get that divorce because I'm thinking, okay, I get this divorce, this girl will be satisfied. She'll leave me alone. Was I wrong? Very much wrong. All the way around the board. Ever since she been in a relationship with him, she been contacting me. Why? I don't know. She just talking about me. She contacted me. And I'm like, man, for the life of me, I'm trying to figure out, damn, like, I done got the divorce. Like, got the divorce. Like, oh yeah, shit about to get real good now. I ain't gonna have to worry about nothing. But I was sadly mistaken. My blood cousin was involved in this. This child endangerment case that Kiki has on her right now, recently to this day, over her not being able to go to the family reunion, as I found out. When you pulled on your husband, my blood was there. I don't know if you know how to use a firearm. I don't know if this is the type of things that you do or what the case might be. But that was a child. And that child is in my family. Anything would have happened to Christian over your mental breakdown, crash out, your tantrum, crazy episode because you couldn't go to a family reunion. Girl, do you not know the type of heat that would have been on you? Don't play like that. I don't play like that. We don't play like that. That's what we not gonna play with. We not gonna play with the family. And then on top of that, the child in the family, that's my baby. Christian, that's my baby. That's my heart. So hell yeah, I got something to say about it. I got a lot to say about it. But since you want to talk, let's start here. Let's talk about how you the one who probably the reason why you ain't got your kids. You is the reason. Ain't nobody else the reason. Kiki, you the reason for the season, baby. On all parts of the end. All parts. You the reason. You the reason. No, nobody else. You caused all of this because you couldn't go to a family reunion. And Christian could. Christian down with the gang. And you mad because you ain't down with the gang. And Christian down with me. That's something that belonged to me. So hell yeah. When I found out that's what happened, and this is that. Oh, let me get the fuck up. Cause now you playing with me, bitch. Let me get the fuck up. And since you do it on the internet, let's do it. You find the time to bother me every couple of months.
She wants you to help you find who he cheating on her with.
Yeah, she want me to help her find who I'm cheating on him with. And then she called me for advice. Well, what would you do? How you... The one that killed me when she called me about his mama. I said, baby, look, I don't know what to tell you about his mama. I don't know what to tell you about his mama. She's talking about, but she really likes you. Rajay. Y'all, true enough. I know Miss Andrea gonna see this live, but Miss Andrea did not like me when me and Van was together. Did not like me. We grew to be cordial because I never disrespected her like Kiki do. I never disrespected her. I wasn't raised like that. So I don't disrespect my elders. But I really need y'all to report that GoFundMe. She already got the money off the lie. The first lie, saying the man got her kids took. He ain't get your kids took. He be doing all that. Oh, he cheated. But like I told y'all, that 3-hour conversation that I told y'all in my first video that I had with him, and that 3-hour conversation, he told me that when Kiki went on that solo cruise trip, I know y'all seen that TikTok because she always posting it, she fucked a random. And they was together. She fucked a random. So you been doing hoish shit. And fuck that. When you first got with Bam told me that y'all, they wouldn't stand together, y'all. Bam told me that bitch had a sugar daddy that paid all her bills. So you on here, doing all this crying, talking about, but I got raped and my heart hurt. And bitch, you been cheating? Girl, come on. Sit down. Let that man cheat in peace. If you gonna cheat, let him cheat in peace. That's all I'm saying. You ain't gotta do the dramatics because you can't go to the family reunion. Fuck it. You ain't go to the family reunion. Go chill with your side nigga. His cousin was not lying about her going through that goddamn window. I don't know if it was for a cupcake. I don't know. But he sure told me she climbed through the window. I don't know how she climbed through a window, but she damn sure climbed through it. You put on your husband and my little cousin, who only 6 years old, because you couldn't go to the family reunion. I've tried to fight her. Every time I try to fight her, all she say is, "Oh, it was the one when she said she was gonna die in 3 months." But
She said, you evil bitch.
yeah, she called me an evil bitch. She was like, "You evil bitch! I'm gonna die in 3 months if you put your hands on me." I'm like, "But you calling my phone, fucking with me." Even that Friday, she called me private all day long. Talking about pull up, pull up. I said, "Girl, I'm not finna come over there so you can unalive me." She talking about, "You right, damn. It ain't fun when a rabbit got the gun." I said, "What?" She talking about, "Yeah, I was just gonna take you out." I said, "And you really thought I was gonna let you do that?" "Yeah." I said, "Why you don't want to fight?" Click. While she on here talking about, y'all saying I got Down syndrome. That girl called my phone and told me she had Down syndrome. She never said nothing about this. What muscular disease that make her face seem sad when she see. She never said she had that. That girl called my phone and said she had Down syndrome and what I was gonna do about it. What? I can't do nothing about you having Down syndrome. But something gotta be wrong with you. You keep calling fucking with me, and I ain't fucking your husband. His cousin was not
I
lying.
have to be out of this place. I have to be out of this place by the first of the month. She really was trying to tell me I had to be out in 48 hours. I couldn't do it. All this stuff, my bed, everything, I'm going to call Salvation Army. I'm going to give it away. I'm going to start all the way over. Yes, I'm going to take my TVs now because they're expensive, you know. But I have to start over now, okay? Everybody that hates me and just think thank you, y'all. I get that you guys are sending me gifts, but it won't let me cash out. It won't let me cash out until, like 29th or I think or something like that. And it won't let me, and when I do, I'm already negative. I had to go negative in my own bank account, my own life. To even when I was ordering food to try to eat every day and it's just wasted away. And I didn't want to post a GoFundMe. Matter of fact, I didn't even post it. I made it yesterday when I found out we had to leave. Because we talked to the office lady yesterday. And when I finally posted, thank you. And when I finally posted the GoFundMe, they're dragging me. So I'm going to have to stay off the internet. I got to stay off the internet after this live. I'm going to post a video trying to explain why I made the GoFundMe, but I don't know why, because people just gonna drag it. They're gonna drag it. All I can do is promise y'all that the proof is in the pudding. I can promise y'all once everything is said and done, no, I don't want nobody's money to be with him, whatever. Somebody bonded him out. And I can't even sleep. I got to get out this house. And his mom is dragging me. His sister is on live. Everybody's dragging me. But I'm trying to figure out, what did I do? I just loved my husband so much. I loved him so freaking much. I took his cheating. I know that. And I'm not the only one, y'all. We're not alone. I get it that we took these men back. We took them back after 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. And then once we finally had enough and we blow, people say, she knew he was cheating. He been a cheater. Well, maybe I just tried. I tried to stay by his side. But the icing on the cake for me was that you married me. I kind of understood you cheating while we were single. I kind of understood it. But you married me. You brought my family. You had my dad crying. You had my kids attached. You married me and cheated. So why are people dragging me? All I did was come on here and tell my story. That's it.
The way she trying to make it seem is not what it is. Look, Bam is at his mama house. She's at the apartment by herself. All the bills are paid. She has everything she needs. Doing a meet and greet for what? Y'all gonna be so disappointed when you see that girl. She didn't ruin her marriage. Yes, she did. To a good one. to a good one. Do you see what I'm saying? That's her attitude. When she walk up on you, she be like, I'm Kiki, the content creator. I'm like, who is this little Down syndrome baby? Like, I'm a famous content creator. Girl, go take your medicine. Girl, ain't nothing famous about you. Okay, so this is the thing about Tia Kip. And Young T, if you see this, I don't mean no disrespect. I know you cuss good, I cuss good too. Okay, so we ain't gonna go there with each other. All right. Why would you message Tia Kip to call your husband? Your passive husband. If you look at my cousin, he's very passive because he's shy. I have never heard Bam yell. And then Tia Kim gonna say, oh, I'ma call him for what? What you calling him for? And let me tell you something else. All them goofy ass shit that you see him had on, my cousin don't dress like that. I know, it's some people that's from Houston that's up in here. My cousin not just like that. We from the east side, Clint Park. So much, then why you literally calling him to pay your phone bill, bro? Like, that don't make sense. Yes, I told my cousin that she been planning this. I feel like she wanted to do this and then divorce my cousin. And I think that's why he kind of kept her away. And when she started doing all the things that she did, because you cannot cuss me. And he didn't want nobody to hurt her feelings because he knows she's slow. So why you playing with people that you know, baby, I'm up to speed. Even if my cousin decides to go back with her, I do not want y'all to judge him for that. Because just like women can be manipulated, men can be manipulated too. Men have feelings, right? Men can be abused by women, right? Even if he decides to stay, y'all, that's fine. I just want to clear his name. I want to clear my cousin's name. I want to clear his mama's name. His mama feeds the homeless every week. She does it by herself. She fixes plates. I got the feeling she did graveyard love. And anybody on here that's in the community know what graveyard love is. You tried to bind yourself to him. And it didn't work. And that's why if you're in the spiritual community, those who are, let me get serious real quick. You know that's the reason why we don't do love workings. We don't do love workings. You never mess with somebody's free will. Because once you do that, and a person find out that you do, and it kicks up in them, you gotta get away from them. And I feel like that. She did graveyard love. Yes. That's what Andrea just told me. That's what whatchamacallit just said. Because she harassed her too. She harassed the whole family. Everybody. That's why I'm not understanding how people let it go this far. Why didn't nobody say, like, man, this don't sound right? I don't wish nothing bad on her. I really think that they probably could have healed each other, but it's too far gone. My cousin is emotionally damaged, and so is she. I ain't gonna let nobody abuse nobody else. That girl abusing my cousin. I don't have to call chase off of anybody. I'm not gonna let what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. You gotta come to a point where you take accountability for yourself. If you wrong and you know you set up on this internet and lied about my entire family, you need to come on this internet, Kiki Jones, and tell the truth. You'll get more following and more love out telling the truth instead of a lie. Very much so. She's playing a very dangerous game. Very dangerous. We're not the ones that want you. You got on this internet and lied, and them people finna find out. That's what you need to be worried about. You need to be worried about these people you didn't scam. See, you scammed everybody for their botched up ass body. You need to be worried about who finna scam you now. It's all a lie. Yep. The wedding dress lady, everything is a lie. He never put his hands on her. She jumped on him. Let me paraphrase it. We didn't want her at the family reunion. How this started is that nobody wanted her at the family reunion. So she decided to do all of this because she's problematic. She started a fight. If you've seen the podcast from Facebook, everything I'm saying is true. She started a fight at his brother's wedding. Nobody wants to be around her. I think she is. I think Listen, I think it is people in that good head. I think it's multiple. I think it's multiple people in her motherfucking head. I'm telling you, that one, that screws loose. She bite people. And I think one of them is a pterodactyl like me. Hell, I know I'm crazy. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Okay, so the video of the cruise is an old cruise. If you go back and look at his page, the family reunion was that Saturday. That Sunday, he went on a cruise that he was supposed to go on with her, and she didn't want to go because she wasn't allowed to come to the family reunion. I've never met her mother. From what I was told, her mother is a very sweet individual, a very beautiful individual. I don't know what happened with her mama. I do know this. Her mama don't fool with her. The video of her and her kids. Oh, I wouldn't get in 3 feet of water with that bitch. Why she keep getting on cruises with people? What? Y'all don't find that odd? I think drinking is a part of it. Well, I'm blocked on Facebook. So a lot of it, it might be, I don't know. I'm getting my information. The information that I have, baby, is family. I can't, my nerves bad. So I can't look at, everything that's going on social media. I'm just clearing up what the domestic violence part, the cheating part, and that. And please, nobody take this offensive what I'm getting ready to say. You have a man who's been on an oil rig for 20 years. You have a man who is a lover boy, who believes in dates, who believes in buying flowers, who believes in pampering you. You never clean up your house. She never ever had to clean up, which was a problem for his mama, because she like, well, he be on this rig all the time. Why you can't clean up? He didn't care. He just wanted to pamper her. He literally went and got his CDL license to have a second source of income. If you are in the state of Texas, you know how much truckers make out here. Okay? You got a man in an oil field and he's a trucker, and you trying to destroy him? He's a good man, Savannah. Really a good man. He come home, he rub your feet, he deal with your mental issues. And you come on here for what y'all say, I guess, clout, so you can get famous. I hope somebody do scoop him up and love him and take care of him and be part of our family. You gonna love it here. We'll look third off.
Man, what it do, everyday people, man? That's the woman in the wedding dress, Kiki Jones. This is her husband's ex-wife. Soon to be ex-husband, because woo-wee, Lord have mercy. This is a sad situation, man. I'm gonna tell you what. It's all starting to fall down. We starting to see all of the screws coming out, and it's her doing it to herself, man. Pretty much she doing all this to herself. Shout out to Word for Big Angie on TikTok. She caught all these lives and put them out there for us. So, man, listen. Sometimes, man, when you in situations like this, you gotta just let it go. Go get some healing. Stop putting your business on the internet, because the internet is not gonna be on your side. Once you lose, the internet is gone. You can always bounce back. That doesn't mean that you won't, because people gonna hate watch you. At this point, they hate to watch Kiki Jones at this moment, and she can get it together. People still believe in her. People still have a heart. But she got to get some healing herself. And a lot of it, like I said, when people come to the internet and they tell their stories, the first story that gets out, everybody believes. And then when everything starts to come out, then people start side-eyeing. You lose the people who, you basically betray your people. And you really don't want to do that. But obviously, Kiki Jones, she ain't figured that out yet. But it's okay. Like, just get it together. Just get it together, Kiki. You can still come back from this. Honestly, you can still come back from this. Life goes on. Both of them are cheaters. Both of them, have their ways. She said it was something that Auntie said about, you know, relationships, and it kind of stuck to me because I was like, man, you know, I be thinking about the relationships that I've been in, and what I can say is, the time that I took to be single, I kind of learned that, you know, I just sat back and thought where I could have done better at, and also with exes, bringing exes back in my life, it never seems to work out. And I still don't have those same feelings that I had once had for them. And then I go, if I did, I go right back to my old ways. And I don't want to do that. And I think that's what's about to happen with these people. The ex-wife, they still have a friendship with the husband, with her ex-husband. If they get back together, he ain't gonna change. He gonna be the same, and that's what she gonna find out the hard way. Her putting her side of the story out just confirms that maybe she's over him, but she still feels like a one up because of the relationship that she built around the family and around him. And then in this time right here, while he's going through it with his current wife, he don't even know that he vulnerable to sleep with his ex-wife, and that could be bad. And it's just gonna turn around on him again. Like, this guy just needs to sit back and be alone, leave these women alone, and get himself under control, because him being with Kiki ain't gonna help. He's looking hella bad out here. People clowning his clothes, clowning him. You know, they saying, oh, she looked too good for him. He getting ran through the mud, and sounds like he's just a big teddy bear. But at the same time, he's a cheater and a liar. So he needs to just step back and be by himself for a moment and grow and get his life together, because it sounds like it sounds like the way he living is horrible. Man, I've been there. I've been where it just seemed like everything was just horrible in my love life because of the shit that I was doing. And I think that he ain't figured that out yet. He ain't figured that out yet. He ain't figured out that he's the cause of this. Regardless of what his wife did, I don't even care about, because she just sounds like she's reacting to the stuff that he did. And she ain't all there either. So if you got you with a person that ain't all there and you messing up, she ain't gonna do nothing but continue to mess your life up even more. And so the logic of him doing that and going and putting her through that just makes no sense. Now, this is me saying this from a place of I've been there, not from I know everything. I just know sometimes you gotta sit back. Even when you start to date and you get to being like, damn, man, I can't be doing this. And so you start to figure it out, and you be like, man, you get put into a position where it's like, man, I don't have to go through this. And because being healed, you don't have to. You don't. That's why women that be single forever and be single for years and shit, and they be like, they start to see the signs of either where they messed up or where somebody else messed up, and they afraid to have somebody mess up on them again, and they afraid that they'll mess up by letting someone mess them up. And I seen this one lady, she ain't gonna, I doubt she'll even know to see this, but I'm not gonna put her name out there. But she was fine. She was thick and fine. Just, to something, to do something. She was plickety plop, boom boom, bam, banging. Her kids was grown. She went and had a baby with another dude. Started all over. Guess what? Some months and passed after she done had that baby. That guy was no longer in the picture. They was no longer taking pictures. It was now just her and the baby. the weight just started falling off of her. He was stressing her out. She was not that healthy, fine, too something to do something. Now she like 150 and shit. He just like looking crazy. I mean, she was still pretty, but it was just like she lost all her happiness, and you could tell. You could actually tell. And then I haven't seen her in forever, so I don't even remember her name. But I was just like, damn, she was happy, had all that nice happy weight, not in a relationship, got with a dude, he got her pregnant and dipped. And now look at her. So that's what I be saying, like, that's all I be saying. I be peeping it, but I try to mind my damn business. I do. I really try to. And I did. I watched it. I watched it all go down. And now look at her. You know what I'm saying? Got a new baby, single, probably going through child support court and all that crap. Hell no, forget all that. Sometimes she didn't pay attention to the signs of that situation about to go down, and she got caught up. But anyway.